Life can sometimes feel like a series of endless challenges, moments of waiting and questions that remain unanswered. But I am here to remind you today that God does not operate on our timeline. He works on His divine schedule. And when His timing arrives, it doesn't take weeks, months, or years for things to shift. God can change your life in 24 hours. Get ready for the impossible. There is a profound truth in life that often escapes us amid the chaos of daily living. Everything unfolds at the right time. The concept of divine timing suggests that events happen exactly when they are meant to, neither too early nor too late. It is a principle that transcends human understanding, calling for faith, patience, and trust in a higher plan. Embracing the power of divine timing can transform how we view life's challenges, delays, and detours, offering a sense of peace and purpose in every moment. Spiritual awareness is all about the wisdom that resides at the very heart of who we are. You build your spiritual wisdom, your skills, your knowledge, your confidence, and every moment. Divine timing operates on a schedule that aligns perfectly with the greater purpose of our lives. While we may plan, set goals, and strive for achievements, life often unfolds in ways we do not expect. This can be frustrating when we face delays or obstacles that seem to block our progress. However, those moments of waiting or redirection are not wasted. They are part of a larger design, preparing us for what is to come. Like the unseen roots of a tree growing beneath the soil, these periods of waiting allow us to develop strength, resilience, and wisdom. Often, what seems like a delay is in reality an alignment. We may feel ready for an opportunity, but unseen factors may need to fall into place first. Perhaps a door is not opening because it is not the right one. Or maybe the timing is not ideal for the long-term success of what we desire. Divine timing ensures that everything comes together in harmony, even if the process is invisible to us. Be the slaver of peace. When we look back on our lives, we often realize that the most significant milestones happen not according to our schedule, but at the precise moment when we were ready to receive them. Faith plays a central role in understanding and trusting divine timing. It requires believing in the unseen, trusting that a higher power is orchestrating events for our ultimate good. This kind of faith is not passive. It is active and intentional. It involves letting go of control, surrendering the need to force outcomes, and embracing the flow of life with confidence. Faith reminds us that delays are not denials, but divine appointments waiting to unfold. Patience is another essential virtue when it comes to divine timing. In a world that values instant gratification, waiting can feel like an unbearable burden. Yet, it is in the waiting that we often grow the most. Patience allows us to stay grounded and present, focusing on the lessons and opportunities available to us in the moment. It shifts our perspective from frustration to gratitude, enabling us to appreciate the journey rather than fixate solely on the destination. While divine timing requires trust and patience, it also calls for action. Waiting for the right moment does not mean remaining idle. Instead, it means preparing yourself so that when the time comes, you are ready to seize the opportunity. A farmer does not wait for rain without first planting seeds. Similarly, we must take steps toward our goals, even if the outcome is not yet visible. This active preparation demonstrates faith and readiness, aligning us with the timing of what we seek. One of the most beautiful aspects of divine timing is its ability to bring unexpected blessings. Sometimes the delays or redirections we experience lead to outcomes far better than anything we could have imagined. The job we didn't get, the relationship that ended, or the opportunity that fell through may pave the way for something greater. What we perceive as setbacks are often setups for breakthroughs. This perspective allows us to embrace life's twists and turns with an open heart and mind, trusting that each experience is part of a greater story. Storytelling. Divine timing also teaches us to release comparison. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with images of others' successes, it is easy to feel behind or inadequate. But comparison is a thief of joy, distracting us from our unique journey. The power of divine timing reminds us that each person's path is different, and there is no right timeline for achieving our dreams. Ultimately, divine timing invites us to live with a sense of wonder and surrender. It encourages us to let go of the need to control every detail and instead trust in the flow of life. This trust does not mean giving up on our dreams or aspirations, but rather embracing the belief that everything is working together for our good. It means finding peace in the waiting, joy in the journey, and faith in the unfolding. When we align with divine timing, we begin to see life through a lens of purpose and possibility. We recognize that every moment, whether filled with triumph or trial, is a stepping stone towards something greater. In this understanding, we find freedom. The freedom to live fully, trust deeply, and embrace the present moment with an open heart. Faith is the cornerstone of human resilience and purpose. It is the invisible force that drives individuals to persevere, to hope, and to believe in possibilities beyond what the eyes can see. Faith is not merely a religious concept. It is a universal principle that transcends boundaries and applies to all aspects of life. Whether you are facing challenges, pursuing dreams, or navigating uncertainty, faith becomes the key that unlocks doors, bridges gaps, and empowers transformation. At its core, faith is a deep-seated belief in something greater than oneself. It is the conviction that, despite the odds, there is a purpose and a plan for everything. This belief serves as an anchor in turbulent times, providing stability and direction when circumstances seem uncertain. Faith does not eliminate difficulties, but it changes how we perceive and respond to them. It shifts our focus from the problem to the possibilities, from fear to hope, and from doubt to determination. Faith often begins with trust, trusting that life or a higher power is guiding us toward our highest good, even when the path is unclear. This trust is not blind. It is informed by past experiences, personal growth, and an inner knowing that challenges are temporary and that perseverance leads to progress. Trust allows us to release the need for immediate answers and embrace the process of becoming. It teaches us patience, encouraging us to stay the course even when the destination feels distant. One of the most profound aspects of faith is its ability to create vision. Faith enables us to see beyond our current circumstances and imagine a better future. It inspires creativity and innovation, encouraging us to think outside the box and explore possibilities that were once unimaginable. Vision born of faith is what drives inventors, entrepreneurs, artists, and leaders to push boundaries and achieve greatness. It is the belief that the unseen can become seen, that dreams can become reality. Faith also fuels action. While it begins in the heart and mind, true faith requires stepping out and taking risks. It is not enough to believe. We must also act on that belief. Faith in a dream, for example, compels us to put in the work, to make sacrifices, and to stay committed even in the face of setbacks. This combination of belief and action is what turns potential into reality. It is the farmer planting seeds in anticipation of rain, the student studying diligently for an exam, or the entrepreneur building a business despite initial failures. It is probably so easy to speak to ourselves in doubt when hard things go wrong. Doubt is the natural adversary of faith, and overcoming it is a central part of the journey. Doubt often arises from fear. Fear of failure, fear of the unknown, or fear of not being enough. These fears can paralyze us, keeping us from pursuing our goals or embracing new opportunities. Faith, however, does not deny the existence of fear. Instead, it confronts it with courage. Faith says, even if I don't know the outcome, I will take the next step. It empowers us to face challenges head-on, knowing that growth often lies on the other side of discomfort. Faith also has the power to transform relationships. In a world that often emphasizes competition and division, faith reminds us of our interconnectedness. It teaches us to see the best in others, to forgive, and to extend grace. Faith in humanity, in kindness, and in the potential for positive change creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to act with compassion and integrity. It fosters a sense of community and shared purpose, reminding us that we are stronger together. One of the most beautiful outcomes of faith is resilience. Life is unpredictable and setbacks are inevitable. Yet, those who cultivate faith develop an inner strength that allows them to rise after every fall. Resilience born of faith is not about denying pain or difficulty. It is about finding meaning and purpose within them. It is about learning from challenges, adapting, and moving forward with renewed determination. Faith transforms obstacles into opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Faith also nurtures gratitude. When we believe that every experience has value, we begin to appreciate even the smallest blessings. Gratitude, in turn, enhances our sense of fulfillment and joy. It shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance, from what we lack to what we have. This mindset of gratitude strengthens faith, creating a positive cycle that uplifts and sustains us. In the end, faith is more than a belief. It is a way of being. It is a choice to see the world through a lens of hope, to act with courage, and to trust in the unfolding of life. Faith allows us to dream bigger, love deeper, and live more authentically. It is the key that unlocks potential, enabling us to navigate life's complexities with grace and confidence. Through faith, we discover not only what we are capable of achieving, but also who we are meant to become. The concept of impossibility is a boundary set by human limitation, an acknowledgement of what we believe cannot be achieved. But in the realm of the divine, the word impossible takes on an entirely different meaning. To God, the impossible is not a limitation, but an opportunity. A canvas upon which he demonstrates his unmatched power and boundless creativity. The impossible is his speciality. And through his work, he transforms despair into hope, obstacles into opportunities, and impossibilities into undeniable realities. As well as you use people to protect you in the narrowest sense of the term, you must also find yourself protected. Throughout history, both ancient and modern, we find countless examples of the impossible becoming possible through divine intervention. In sacred texts, we read of seas parting, the dead rising, and the blind seeing. These are not just stories of miraculous occurrences. They are profound reminders of the truth that transcends time. When God is involved, limitations dissolve. Limitations dissolve. These miracles are testimonies of his ability to operate beyond the natural laws of the world, demonstrating that his power is not confined by human understanding or logic. But God's specialty in the impossible is not just about dramatic miracles. It is also about the everyday transformations that quietly yet profoundly impact our lives. Consider the lives of people who have overcome insurmountable odds, whether it be healing from an incurable illness, finding peace after unimaginable loss, or achieving success despite overwhelming adversity. During your journey, these moments reflect the same divine power at work, showing us that no situation is too far gone, no dream too big, and no obstacle too great for him to overcome. One of the most profound aspects of God working in the impossible is his ability to meet us in our moments of deepest despair. It is often in the darkest hours, when hope seems lost, that his light shines brightest. When we reach the end of our own strength and admit our need for help, we create space for God to move in ways we never imagined. The impossible becomes an open invitation for him to reveal his greatness, not just for our benefit, but as a testimony to others of his unwavering power and love. Faith plays a central role in witnessing the impossible become possible. To believe that God can do the impossible requires trust. Trust in his character, his promises, and his timing. This kind of faith is not always easy, especially when faced with circumstances that seem hopeless. Yet it is precisely in these moments that faith becomes most powerful. Faith is not about denying the reality of challenges, but about believing in a greater reality, where God's power transcends those challenges. It is about holding on to the belief that his plans are higher than ours and that his ability to deliver is unfailing. The impossible is also his specialty because it reflects his nature as a creator and a redeemer. God is not limited by what already exists. He brings forth new possibilities where none were visible before. In the story of creation, he spoke light into darkness, order into chaos, and life into lifelessness. This same creative power is at work in our lives. When we face situations that seem beyond repair, a broken relationship, a failed dream, or a life riddled with mistakes, God steps in as a redeemer. He takes what is broken and makes it whole, turning ashes into beauty and mourning into joy. Scripture. One of the most humbling realizations about God's work in the impossible is that it often comes in ways we do not expect. While we may pray for a specific outcome, God's answers often surpass our imagination. He doesn't just give us what we think we need. He gives us what is best. This is why trusting his process is so vital. The path to the impossible might involve detours, delays, or challenges, but each step is purposeful, leading us towards something greater than we could have envisioned. The impossible becoming possible through God is not just for our benefit, it is also a demonstration of his glory. When he accomplishes what no human could, it becomes evident that the power is not ours, but his. These moments of divine intervention serve as reminders of his sovereignty and invite others to believe in his ability to transform their lives as well. Our testimonies of the impossible are seeds of faith planted in the hearts of those around us, inspiring them to trust in his power and goodness. In the end, God's ability to specialize in the impossible is a reflection of his love for us. He delights in turning situations around, not because he needs to prove his power, but because he longs for us to experience the fullness of his grace and purpose. The impossible is not a barrier to him, it is an opportunity to deepen our faith, to draw closer to him, and to witness his greatness firsthand. The second idea within this difference is firmness of faith. Second idea within this difference is firmness of faith. So when faced with situations that seem insurmountable, remember that you are standing on the edge of possibility. What appears impossible to you is simply an opportunity for God to work in extraordinary ways. Trust in his timing. Hold on to your faith and prepare your heart for the transformation that only he can bring. After all, the impossible is his specialty. Preparation is the foundation of achievement. It is the quiet, intentional work that sets the stage for success, growth, and transformation. Too often, people focus on outcomes, dreaming of victory or progress, without recognizing that every significant accomplishment is built on a foundation of preparation. When opportunities arise, it is the prepared who are ready to seize them. That's me. A call to preparation is therefore a call to discipline, foresight, and faith. A reminder that the seeds we plant today determine the harvest we reap tomorrow. Preparation begins with vision. Without a clear sense of direction, preparation can feel aimless or unnecessary. Vision gives purpose to the effort, providing a goal to work toward and a reason to persevere. It invites us to look beyond the present moment and imagine what could be. This vision may be a career aspiration, a personal transformation, or a contribution to the world. Whatever it is, preparation bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to be. It ensures that when the moment of opportunity arrives, we are ready to respond with confidence and capability. Preparation requires discipline, and discipline requires commitment. It is the consistent, often unseen effort that builds skill, character, and resilience over time. Whether it is waking up early to study, practicing a craft, or investing time in personal development, preparation is rarely glamorous. It demands focus and the ability to delay gratification, choosing long-term rewards over short-term comforts. Discipline transforms dreams into actionable steps, breaking down daunting goals into manageable tasks that can be accomplished over time. Preparation also involves learning. To prepare effectively, we must be willing to grow in knowledge and understanding. This learning can take many forms: reading, studying, seeking mentorship, or simply observing the world around us. It means embracing a mindset of curiosity and humility, recognizing that there is always more to know and new perspectives to consider. This is where I come in. Preparation is not just about acquiring skills, it is about cultivating wisdom and adaptability, equipping ourselves to handle whatever challenges may come our way. One of the greatest challenges of preparation is the need for patience. In a world that celebrates instant success, the slow, deliberate process of preparation can feel frustrating. It is easy to become discouraged when progress is not immediately visible or when others seem to achieve their goals with ease. Yet, preparation reminds us that growth is often invisible until it is undeniable. Just as a seed takes time to sprout and bear fruit, the work we do in quiet seasons is preparing us for a harvest that will come in due time. Faith plays a vital role in preparation. While effort and discipline are essential, faith is what sustains us when the journey feels uncertain or the results seem far off. Faith assures us that our preparation is not in vain, even when we cannot see the full picture. It gives us the courage to keep going, trusting that our efforts are aligning with a greater purpose. Faith allows us to focus on the process rather than being consumed by the outcome, recognizing that what we become during the preparation is just as important as what we achieve. Preparation also involves self-reflection. To prepare effectively, we must understand ourselves, our strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and potential blind spots. This self-awareness allows us to identify areas for growth and set realistic goals. It also helps us stay aligned with our values, ensuring that our preparation is not just about external achievements, but also about becoming the kind of person we aspire to be. Preparation is not just about doing, it is about being. It is about shaping our character, building integrity, and developing the resilience needed to navigate life's challenges. Community is another essential element of preparation. While much of the work of preparation is personal, we are not meant to do it alone. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, like-minded individuals can provide encouragement, accountability, and inspiration. Mentors, friends, and collaborators can offer valuable insights and perspectives, helping us refine our approach and stay focused on our goals. Preparation is often more effective and meaningful when it is shared, as the collective wisdom and support of a community can amplify individual efforts. Finally, preparation is a declaration of readiness. It is a way of saying to the world, I am ready for what is to come. It is an act of faith, a demonstration of belief in the possibility of a better future. By preparing, we position ourselves to step confidently into opportunities when they arise, knowing that we have done the work to be ready. Preparation is not just about waiting for the right moment. It is about creating the right moment through effort, intentionality, and perseverance. The call to preparation is a call to action, a reminder that the future is shaped by the choices we make today. It is an invitation to invest in ourselves, to build a strong foundation, and to trust that our efforts will bear fruit in due time. Preparation is not just about achieving goals. It is about becoming the kind of person who is ready to embrace life's opportunities with courage and grace. Let us answer the call, committing ourselves to the quiet work of preparation and trusting that our efforts will lead us to a future filled with purpose and possibility. Life is a journey filled with twists and turns, moments of uncertainty and unexpected challenges. Amid this unpredictability, there is one truth that offers solace and strength: trust in the process. This idea of simple yet profound invites us to release the need for immediate answers and embrace the unfolding of life with faith and patience. Trusting in the process is not about passively waiting for things to happen. It is about actively engaging with life, even when the outcomes remain unclear. It is a mindset that fosters resilience, encourages growth, and empowers us to move forward with confidence. Trusting in the process begins with the acknowledgement that life operates on its own timeline. In a world that often demands instant gratification, this can be a difficult truth to accept. We want results now, whether it's achieving a goal, overcoming a challenge, or finding clarity in a confusing situation. Yet, the most meaningful outcomes often take time. Just as seeds planted in the ground require seasons of care before they bear fruit, the dreams and aspirations we nurture need time to grow and mature. Trusting in the process means embracing patience and understanding that progress is often invisible before it becomes evident. A key element of trusting the process is faith. Faith in ourselves, in others, and in a higher purpose. This faith does not eliminate doubts or fears, but gives us the courage to move forward despite them. It reminds us that we are equipped with the tools and strength we need to navigate life's challenges, even when the path ahead is unclear. Faith assures us that every step, no matter how small, contributes to our growth and moves us closer to our goals. Faith assures us that every step, no matter how small, contributes to our goals. It also helps us to release the illusion of control, allowing us to surrender to the flow of life with an open heart and mind. Trusting in the process requires a shift in perspective. Instead of focusing solely on the destination, we must learn to appreciate the journey. This means finding value in the lessons and experiences that come with each step. Challenges and setbacks, though difficult, are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for growth. They teach us resilience, adaptability, and the importance of perseverance. By viewing obstacles as stepping stones rather than barriers, we transform difficulties into valuable life lessons. Trusting the process allows us to see that even our struggles have a purpose. By elevating your mindset, you will transform difficulties into valuable life lessons. A significant aspect of trusting in the process is letting go of the need for certainty. Human nature craves predictability and control, but life rarely operates on those terms. The beauty of trusting the process lies in embracing the unknown and finding comfort in the unfolding mystery. It is about understanding that clarity often comes with hindsight, not foresight. This doesn't mean abandoning planning or preparation. Rather, it means holding our plans loosely and being willing to adapt as circumstances evolve. Trusting in the process teaches us to dance with uncertainty, finding joy and growth in the journey, even when the destination remains unclear. Wild Jackson, Trump Tresant, and Colonial University. Mindfulness plays a crucial role in cultivating trust in the process. By staying present and fully engaged in the moment, we can reduce the anxiety that comes from worrying about the future or dwelling on the past. Mindfulness helps us to focus on what we can do today rather than being overwhelmed by the magnitude of the journey ahead. It reminds us that progress is made one step at a time, and that each small action contributes to the bigger picture. By grounding ourselves in the present, we create a sense of stability and clarity that supports us as we move forward. Trusting in the process also involves gratitude. When we take time to acknowledge and appreciate the progress we've made, no matter how small, we build confidence and reinforce our belief in the journey. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering a sense of abundance and possibility. It reminds us that, even amid uncertainty, there are blessings to be found and lessons to be learned. Gratitude helps us to see the beauty in the process and to trust that everything is unfolding as it should. Trusting in the process is an act of surrender. It is about releasing the need for control and embracing the flow of life with faith and confidence. This surrender is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It requires courage to let go of expectations and trust that the journey is leading us to where we are meant to be. Trusting in the process is a reminder that life is not a straight line, but a winding path, full of detours, surprises, and opportunities for growth. By trusting in the process, we cultivate resilience, patience, and a deep sense of inner peace. We learn to navigate life's uncertainties with grace and to embrace the unfolding of our journey with hope and optimism. Trusting in the process allows us to live fully, knowing that every step is purposeful and every moment is an opportunity to grow. It is an invitation to let go of fear, embrace faith, and walk forward with confidence, trusting that the path will lead us exactly where we are meant to be. Trusting in the process is one of the most liberating and transformative mindsets we can adopt. It means believing that life unfolds in the right way and at the right time, even when the path forward seems uncertain or filled with challenges. It's about relinquishing the need for control, releasing the grip of fear, and allowing life to guide us toward growth, fulfillment, and purpose. Trust in the process is not passive. It is a deep, active engagement with life, a choice to persevere with faith and resilience in the face of uncertainty. At its core, trust in the process begins with acceptance. Life is unpredictable, and despite our best plans and efforts, things don't always go as expected. Accepting this reality does not mean giving up. It means acknowledging that some aspects of life are beyond our control. This acceptance frees us from the anxiety and frustration of trying to force outcomes or resist change. Instead, it allows us to focus on what we can control, our attitude, actions, and perspective, while letting go of what we cannot. Trusting the process requires patience, a quality that can feel elusive in a world driven by instant gratification. When we plant a seed, we don't expect it to sprout overnight. We water it, give it sunlight, and trust that it will grow in its own time. Similarly, in life, progress often happens beneath the surface, unseen and unmeasured. The key is to remain consistent and committed, even when visible results are slow to materialize. Patience reminds us that growth is a process, not a moment, and that enduring rewards are worth waiting for. Resilience is another vital element of trusting the process. Challenges, setbacks, and disappointments are inevitable, but they are not the end of the story. In fact, they are often the moments that shape us the most, teaching us strength, adaptability, and perseverance. Trusting the process means understanding that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. It means facing difficulties with a mindset that sees them as stepping stones rather than obstacles, knowing that even adversity serves a purpose in our journey. Faith plays a crucial role in this trust. Faith does not require us to have all the answers. It requires us to believe that answers will come when the time is right. It is the quiet assurance that life is working in our favor, even when circumstances suggest otherwise. Faith allows us to take risks, step into the unknown, and keep moving forward when the path ahead is unclear. It is a reminder that we are not alone and that a greater force is guiding us toward our destiny. Trusting in the process also involves surrender, a concept that can feel counterintuitive in a culture that prizes control and certainty. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means letting go of the need to micromanage every detail of our lives. It is the recognition that life often has a plan that is greater than our own, and that trying to force outcomes can limit our potential. Surrendering to the process allows us to flow with life rather than against it, opening ourselves to possibilities we might not have imagined. The expectations of others. We search out their meaning. Gratitude is another powerful practice that strengthens our trust in the process. When we take time to appreciate what we have, we shift our focus from scarcity to abundance. Gratitude helps us see the progress we've already made and recognize the small victories along the way. It reminds us that even in moments of struggle, there is something to be thankful for. This perspective fosters optimism and reinforces our belief that life is moving in the right direction. Mindfulness is equally important in cultivating trust. By staying present, we can fully engage with the current moment rather than getting lost in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Mindfulness grounds us in the here and now, allowing us to see the opportunities and lessons that each moment offers. It helps us focus on the steps we can take today rather than becoming overwhelmed by the journey ahead. Finally, trusting in the process is an act of courage. It takes bravery to step forward without knowing exactly where the path will lead. It takes strength to keep going when progress feels slow or when setbacks occur. Yet this courage is what allows us to grow, to discover our potential, and to achieve things we never thought possible. Trusting the process is a declaration of belief in ourselves, in the journey, and in the unfolding of life. In the end, trusting the process is about embracing life in its entirety, the joys, the challenges, the uncertainties, and the triumphs. It is about recognizing that everything happens for a reason and that each moment, no matter how small, is part of a larger picture. By trusting the process, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and anxiety, allowing us to live with greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment. It is a journey of faith, patience, and resilience. And it is through this trust that we find the strength to move forward and the courage to become the best version of ourselves.